home of the Dog Pound. EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Flacco. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Touchdown, Browns. Puka Nacua with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Rodgers. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. On first down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Caught by Wilson. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good.
Oh, Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. We look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send Austin in motion right. 7-7, our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Taken in at the 22. Oh, what a move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, Charles, before the game, we were talking with him and said, hey, you know you're close to 65,000 career passing yards.
I know. How did you do that?
He just kind of smiled and walked away, but he just passed that number, 65,000 career passing yards.
I always get a kick out of it when they don't want to talk about it. But if you had said a number that was incorrect,
he would have
corrected you and then said, but I'm not really thinking about it.
Congratulations, Noah. Now just 5,000 away from 70K. Unbelievable. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Straight ahead with Warren, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Flacco here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. That is caught. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, touchdown, Cleveland. Puka Nacua in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Play action. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On second down, here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A handoff for Warren. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Runs through the contact. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Flacco. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And here's a handoff out of the gun. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Flacco. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. No gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here it is, 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Rodgers. That's caught by Wilson. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll try for the 1st with Pacheco. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. To throw is Rodgers. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check 26, check 26. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, check 26. 5, 6. Here we go, team.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is in